So we want to go over a little bit about what's going to be the third pattern, or the red chevron pattern, also known as the Som hill jump. It's a little bit different. It requires some different techniques and some different stances. So I'm going to start with talking about some of those. So the first thing that we need to consider is that this pattern uses some of our normal stances, like a right front stance. It uses some of the normal actions like a thrust, like the hook block that we go over quite a bit. What it does include that's new is a side stance, where basically your feet are even in a line across the front, but you're leaning a little bit, like 60% on your right leg, 40% on your left leg. And this is used when you're blocking. So this is a normal downward block, but we're using the proximity of the heel of the bow to get there quickly. And we're using the side stance to move our body away from the strike. The second thing you'll notice is that we're going to use a downward thrust pretty often. And when we do the downward thrust, it's important that we aim. So if I'm here blocking, the bow is now outside of my body. My opponent's here. So what I'm going to have to do is shift my feet to about 45 degrees. That puts my bow heel right at where their feet would be. This strike is decisive and quick, straight down, straight back up. The other thing that you're going to notice in this pattern is basically a sweeping movement that's also a lower block. So you'll see things that are going to be basically like a thrust and the hook block, but you're also going to see movements that are a lower block with the side stance. We're going to turn and do a thrust, but then we're going to step forward quickly and just do a sweep. So it's like a lower block, but it's almost a sweeping motion because we're not going to pause there. We're not going to do our official low block. We're just going to kind of sweep, and that's intended to divert our opponent's eyes and protect our legs if necessary, and then go back for a head strike. So there's several things about this pattern that are new and different. I'm going to go through it very slowly to kind of give you an idea and a feel for it. There's going to be some additional things that we'll need to talk about as we go through the pattern.